Hi guys, Jimmy here. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe and enjoying the weekend so far. So I was tagged in by Julie from Julie Ann's Movies Talk and More. I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the description below. And it was for this challenge or trend that's going around at the moment, which is 5 movies in 5 countries. So I had to have a little think about that because it was actually starting to get a bit more complicated than I first thought. So I'm going to show you the 5 movies from 5 different countries that I've chosen. One of them I might have cheated a little bit on, but we'll get into that one later on and the reason why I chose it. So my first choice, and this is in no particular order, is going to be a film that was set in Belgium, and we're talking about the film In Bruges. Yes, this film. I'm smiling already because I think this film's fantastic. A proper cult classic. This film is. You've got Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson. They play hitmen. Colin Farrell's the younger one. He's made a mistake. Brendan Gleeson's the older one, the wiser one, the smarter one. And Colin Farrell's got to pay for a mistake that he's made, and Brendan Gleeson's there. You've got Ralph Fiennes in it too. The things that are said in this movie are just so funny. But Colin Farrell's character, he's just so innocent, so wide-eyed. But the things that go on in this film is just perfect. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. It was going to be either this or a film with Brendan Gleeson in, which was called The Guard. And that's set in Ireland. Unfortunately, I don't own a physical media copy of it. So that's why I didn't include it. But if you haven't seen it, please do check out The Guard as well. I'll put a little picture of it up there. That is a brilliant film. Gleeson in it is just unbelievable. But even in this film here, and the chemistry between Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson is on another level. It is absolutely perfect. Talk about hand and a glove. That is what these two characters are here. Yeah, if you haven't seen In Bruges, please do check it out. It will have you in stitches, but it's also quite sad as well. So, you know, but if you've got time, check out In Bruges. So my second choice is a film that introduced me not only to a new director I never heard of before, but also an actor and actress that I've never actually seen them in a movie. And we're talking about Desperado, which was filmed in Mexico. This film, what can I say? The first time I saw it, I was like, what is going on here? This is unbelievable. First time I came across Antonio Banderas and also Selma Hayek. You've got Steve Buscemi's in this. You've got Danny Trejo's in this film. Quentin Tarantino pops up in it as well, which that scene's brilliant. But you've got Cheek Martin as well, who starred a lot of Robert Rodriguez's films. It's part of a trilogy. I watched this one first of all, and then I remember someone saying to me, El Mariachi is the original one. This was the sequel, and then you had the end of the trilogy, which was Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which isn't too bad actually, but it's nowhere near these two in my opinion. But this introduced me, as I said, to Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek, and Robert Rodriguez. So yeah, this is a great film. If you've never seen it, there's a action packed in there, but there's a scene I was watching the making of before about it, and there's a scene where Selma Hayek and Antonio Banderas are walking across the roof of a building to escape, and Robert Rodriguez wanted a big scene there, and the special effects guy said to him, look, I've only got explosives left, and so they set this explosive off behind them as they're walking across, and apparently that was the first time that that shot was ever used. After that, it's been used numerous times. But before that, he said, no, whenever you've got people walking like that, with the explosion so near to them and behind them, that was the first time he had seen it. So I was watching a making of documentary. But that was Desperado. Check it out. It is fantastic. And the music is brilliant in this film too. Let's get on to my third choice. So my third choice is going to be a relentless action film. There's actually 2 parts to it. And I'm talking about The Raid, set in Indonesia. I think it was filmed around Jakarta. Could be wrong on that, but it's Indonesian. And it's about a cop who has to go into a building, and then everything just starts to happen from that point onwards. It is relentless. When I watch this film, it sounds like a strange thing to say, I get tired because the fight scenes are so long and relentless that you think, he can't give any more, and then he finds something to fight on again, and you are tired watching it. It's a really weird feeling. I'm like, I've got no energy watching it. How can he possibly have more energy to fight? I thought part 1 was brutal. Part 2 cranks it up by 10. It is an amazing film. It's directed by a Welsh director, which always makes me smile when I watch this film. It's Gareth Evans directed this film, parts one and parts two. The first time I heard about it and it said it's a Welsh director, I was like, a Welsh director directing an Indonesian film? Okay. But that's The Raid. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out if you like your action films. But trust me, some of the sequences in here will have you like going, I can't believe they've done that. But do check it out, guys. And that is The Raid from Indonesia. So my fourth choice is going to be a film that is very dear to my heart because it's set in a country that I go to pretty much whenever I can get more than 3 weeks off work by blagging it any which way I can do. And that's from the country Thailand, and it's going to be the film Bangkok Dangerous, directed by the Pang brothers. This film, it was the first Thai film that I watched, and you can feel the heat, you can smell Bangkok, you can feel the grittiness, the sweat. It encapsulates all of what Bangkok was at a certain point. It's just spot on with how it was filmed and where it was filmed. It's basically about two assassins. One of them's hearing impaired and can't speak. He falls in love and he thinks, do you know what, I can make a better life for myself with this lady. And unfortunately, the career that he's chosen finds it very hard to let go of him, and then the film develops from there. Nicolas Cage done a remake of it a number of years later. The remake wasn't bad, in all fairness. It was okay, it was passable. But if you like foreign films, please do check out Bangkok Dangerous. When I watch it, I reminisce about simpler times, but it just you can really feel Bangkok in this film. It is absolutely perfect. So do check out Bangkok Dangerous. I highly recommend it. And you know what, I might actually put this on later on because it has been a while since I've seen this. But yeah, Bangkok Dangerous is my fourth choice. And now is my fifth choice, and it's a film that is very close to me, actually. It might sound cheating on this one. It's actually a film made in England, but as you've got viewers from all around the world, I thought, you know what, let me choose a film from England in here. It captured a time in London where it's based, before mobile phones, when people lived in the moment. And if you were of a certain age back then, as I was, the fun you had back then, it was just, you literally lived in the moment. There was no one videoing or taking a picture, asking you to pose for something. It was literally just living in the moment, going out, enjoying yourself, and just trying to survive. And it is the film Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Guy Ritchie's directorial debut of a major film. You've got Jason Statham, Vinnie Jones make their big screen debuts. You've got Sting turns up in there, Nick Moran, Dexter Fletcher, who has been around for ages. You've got Steve McIntosh in there. And then there's this guy here who plays the Baptist. His name is Lenny McLean, was Lenny McLean. Unfortunately, he passed away before the film was released. He was a bare knuckle boxer fighter, okay? Hard as nails, proper hard as nails, this guy was. But as I said, unfortunately, passed away before the film was released. He's brilliant in the film. The film is about a group of guys, they're friends. One of them goes into a card game, gets cheated in the card game, and then they have to pay back the gangster. And then they come up with ideas of how to pay back the gangster before working on their big plan at the end of the film. I don't know what it was at the time. Everyone was just vibing together. It was just a great time. I think I was probably at the height of going out as well, and everybody was just having a laugh. It caught London at a perfect time, and it holds a special place for me. There's so many one-liners in this film. I remember there's a scene in there. There's a robbery going on, and one of the gangsters turn around and says, "Golf, a good way to spoil a walk." Winston Churchill said that. I say it's a dog-eat-dog world, and I got bigger teeth than you. That line, when we went into work after watching it, we must have said that to each other for about 2 months. We kept saying it's a dog-eat-dog world. It was driving everyone mad, but we just kept coming up with lines from the film. There's another one, let me feel the fibre of your fabric when it comes time to pay for something. When we were going to bars, we would say that to each other. It just really captured a great time. And that is my fifth choice. If you haven't seen it, please do check out Lock, Stock. It is a brilliant film. If you want more one-liners, check out a film called Snatch, which was Guy Ritchie's second film. that has got some serious one-liners in it too. But this, yeah, holds a great place. London, yeah, it just captures London perfectly. All types of characters in there, and you will probably know one or two of the characters and have friends who are very similar to those characters in there. That was my 5 movies from 5 countries, guys. Hope you've liked it. Leave your comments below. Oh, and I nearly forgot to say, I'll ask Marty from Mad Marty's Movie Reviews to maybe do his 5. He's tagged me into another challenge, which I'm going to do next week. But yeah, Marty, if you've got 5 movies, let me know your choices of them. But anyway, guys, listen, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you real soon on my next vlog.